Hey guys, welcome to Gen Z's Jiu-Jitsu Technique of the Week. We are talking about passing de la Riva. So we're gonna get to our hub of headquarters, and then I'm gonna show you how we can go into a knee cut pass or a side smash. So if I have Brian down on the ground here, and we've been talking about offensive attacks from de la Riva. So he's gonna get to de la Riva, not single leg X.
Sorry.
As we've been going back and forth between the two in no-gi and gi. So Brian's got a really good de la Riva hook. Okay, right here. He's got the ankle grip. We talked about this too with de la Riva options. He can get the far side sleeve, he can get the collar, or he can get the cross sleeve. Okay, whatever makes him happy, right? So what I want to do here is I never just want to be standing upright. He can transition into a tripod sweep really easily. So I want to make sure that I have like a good squatted staggered stance, good base, right? And I'm going to get the collar grip. I want the near side collar grip, not the cross. Okay, this is gonna be easier. It can give him better angles, and it's not gonna give me as much leverage when I'm trying to pass, and especially go for my knee cut. So I want this collar grip, not too deep, just right in the middle of his chest, like solar plexus area. This I can use to pull or push, okay, and put weight on. So Brian's got whatever sleeve grip, okay. What I need to do first and foremost, and we're gonna turn a little bit this way, to break this de la Riva grip, okay, I need to open my knee. I'm gonna open and straighten my leg. That's gonna pop it, okay? Now what I wanna do is I wanna walk my foot towards his armpit to jam his leg. I don't wanna stay back here. And once I clear it, so I've already cleared it, right, I open and straighten. I don't wanna stay here. He's gonna re-grip, right? But also, I don't want to just spear my knee into a bad lunge. I'm not moving my foot, and this is going to put a lot of pressure into my knee. So if we kind of turn at this angle, just so you can see this from all sides, if my foot stays here, I'm just putting my knee forward, but he can still get a hook and move out. I'm not controlling his hips. So if we get the hook, we'll start over. Once I'm here, I'm going to open and straighten. Okay, now I walk my foot. This could take a couple steps. I jam my foot under his armpit or towards his armpit. If his foot's up here and I can high five his foot, we're in a good spot, okay? So now we're gonna rotate back. I'm in this position, I've jammed. Now I'm gonna bring my hand to his shin. I might need to strip this grip. If it's not a super like tight grip, and he's not pulling me over, I can bring my elbow back or just circle. He could have the grip and I could just reach my hand back, okay? So I'm gonna bring my hand to the shin, closer to the ankle, and I'm gonna detach. As I detach, I'm gonna then step over his foot and I'm gonna sit into my headquarters position. I'm very anchored in my butt. I have good posture, looking straight ahead. I'm using this to push or pull. My elbow is shelved on my thigh, and I'm in a good position here. You can have your partner try and flick their foot. I should have good control. I don't wanna come too far forward, right? Or I don't wanna be able to sit back and not have a grip and he can fling me back, okay? So I'm nice and anchored in a good sumo squat position. As we're here, if his knee, it all depends where his knee's going. If it's on my heart side, I'm gonna go for a knee cut. If it's on the side I don't have a heart, I'm gonna side smash because I'm heartless, so I'm gonna smash. So what I need to do, I'm shelving my elbow on my thigh already. I'm gonna do a side shuffle, okay, or a side step. So I take my hand and I bring it to the inside of the knee, okay, and then we're just gonna shuffle. So I'm gonna shift Brian back a little bit. Okay, I'm jammed in here, got the jam, we're in a good position. Hand comes to the inside of the knee, and I'm gonna move in one piece. I'm pushing the knee down to the mat with my hand. My heels are in line, okay? And I'm gonna keep my elbow close to my hip, but it's gonna come on the outside of my hip. So I'm going to step and come in. Elbow is anchored in between his knee. I don't wanna come in with my arms straight and loose. As I side shuffle, he gets his knee in. This is not what I want to have to deal with now. Not impossible, but a pain. If I do end up here, I'm active on my back toe. I can come to the inside of the knee, change levels, and circle my elbow in. Now I'm nice and connected. My hip and elbow are connected to his hip, blocking his knee. Okay, I can be patient here. I don't want to pass until I have everything I need to make sure I'm getting into a good controlled pass. Now I've got to address this frame. I'm going to either pull the sleeve up, over wrap, where I can come through and grab the tricep, or get a shallow underhook. I can also use this grip as I start sliding through to push his shoulder down, okay? I just don't want to create too much of an opening for his knee to come in. So as I pull, I start sliding through, like I'm sliding into home base, baseball slide. My ribs are going to connect, and this elbow is going to drop onto the mat and serve as an underhook, temporary underhook. Okay, I can then transition to a regular underhook, keeping my head towards the shoulder. My foot comes through, and now I can float on my toesies, lift my butt up, do a nice rewind, and get to side control. Okay? So, if we're in headquarters, that's our knee cut. If we're in the headquarters position, and maybe I try going for the knee cut, but he squares back up, right? Or I just am able to kind of use my chest and shift him this way. He's on the heartless side. I don't want to fight where his knee is going and his body is. So I'm going to go for the side smash position. What I want to do here, I'm going to anchor my hand on the mat as a shallow underhook as I bring my knee to his ribs. I want to open my hips. I don't want to stay square. I need to open my hips. I call this move the schmear, like you're smearing cream cheese or peanut butter, okay, on a bagel, whatever you want to smear. So I'm going to drive my knee to the mat, and then I'm going to whip this leg around with me so that my hips end up on his knees. I'm going to pin his knees together. So when we're in this position, I'm anchoring on the mat. I'm going to start driving. I'm going to drive and then whip my legs around. Okay? So I have my knees wide and my toes. We're going to do this on the other side so you can see what I do with my legs. Move back a little bit. Perfect. So we're in our headquarters position. Okay? So you can see this from the back. His knee is on my heartless side. Bring my hand down, knee to the ribs. I'm going to drive. I'm going to turn a little bit this way. I'm going to drive and swing this leg around. I can drive forward, bringing my hips forward. My hips are pinning his knees. My head smashing his shoulder, and I have an underhook. Now here, I want to get a near side underhook, and if I have space, I can bring my knee right into the hip and get to mount. Or I can start just windshield wiping, pummeling the legs, and controlling so that I can start coming around to side control. I can also use like the 3 o'clock, because my intention here is I'm pinning his knees. Okay, you can just bring this back for a sec, and his shoulder. Okay, we'll bring you down this way a little bit, Brian, so you're in the picture. There we go. This is where I want to get him, in the side smash. So if I get here, and I only get the top leg, you can put this up 3 o'clock on the clock. And then you can start coming around into the position. Okay, so 2 little solo drills without Brian for the knee cut. So you make sure you get your elbow in. I'm in this headquarters position. I'm going to encourage the knee to open and press it to the mat. I'm doing a side shuffle, so I'm going to be like here, okay, to land into the knee cut. And then for the side smash or the schmear, I bring my hand to the mat, knee to the ribs. I stay on my toes, open my hips in that opposite direction, drive my knee, and then bring my legs around with me. I hope that helps you guys. Any questions you have, leave them in the comments below. Thanks, Brian. You didn't have to get out of picture. But thanks. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye.